Picture's worth 1,000 words. I've only got 4. Where is the lid? Late in the 19th century, a photograph started circulating. 2 Egyptian workers stand beside a plain granite box in the king's chamber. No gold, no mummy, no inscriptions. And behind them, graffiti-scarred walls left by earlier visitors. But not a single trace of a granite lid. For decades, people misidentified that photo as Menkaura's sarcophagus, the one that sank to the bottom of the Mediterranean in 1838. But the truth is quieter. It shows Khufu's granite coffer, open, bare, missing anything resembling a lid, and that's where the problems start. By the time modern explorers arrived, the story was already set in stone, just not the one we're standing in front of. Herodotus describes the pyramid as empty, but never mentions a sealed sarcophagus. Medieval chroniclers echo the same thing: open chamber, open box. When John Greaves measured it in 1638, lidless, Napoleon's engineers had the same verdict in 1799. Vice follows in 1837, lidless again. So what does mainstream say today? Simple. The lid was removed in antiquity. Convenient. But small details keep whispering, and none of them line up with that explanation. Because if there was a lid, how did it disappear without a trace? If the lid was smashed, then where did it go? The total absence of debris is the strangest part of the whole case. A granite slab that size would have weighed 1, maybe 2 tons. And the inside of the Great Pyramid? Let's just say it wasn't designed with stone removal in mind. So we ask the uncomfortable question, was there ever a lid to begin with? And mainstream archaeology can't stick with one story, like there is something to hide. Apparently the lid was recycled into Cairo's mosques, fortifications, and staircases. Sure. To scavenge the granite chunks would take a team to carry shards out of a jigsaw puzzle. Others suggest the pieces were hauled away over time, or shattered into chips too small to save. Cute theory, but it doesn't sit right. Then there's the thief theory. Ancient robbers sneaking in, breaking the lid, dragging its remains back through the crawl spaces. Let me tell you something. Thieves want fast, quiet, profitable, not loud, exhausting CrossFit. Not happening, Jack. So, like a bad interrogation, mainstream proposed a 2-phase heist. Robbers smash the lid early on. Then medieval quarry crews haul off the pieces centuries later. A nice story, but in a case like this, the question to ask is, who benefits from the granite? Here's where the case takes a stranger turn, because without a lid, without inscriptions, without a single royal marker, how does anyone prove this granite box was ever a coffin? The orthodox answer is tidy. It's in the right room, so it must be Khufu's. That's not proof. That's geography mixed with arrogance. Look closer. Those chipped edges? Sure, maybe they're the scars of looters, or maybe they're the scars of something less glamorous. A construction crew who blew the one shot at sliding a massive granite box into place. Once it's in, it's in. No do-overs, no returns, no grab another from the quarry. But when did this box become a sarcophagus? Because the early witnesses didn't call it one. When John Greaves measured it, he called it a coffer. Napoleon's engineers did the same in 1799. A coffer, a chest, a container, a box. Useful, maybe symbolic, but not a tomb. Then in 1837, Colonel Weiss came along. He flips the script. This must be Khufu's coffin. Carl Lepsius repeats it. Academia absorbs it. And within 50 years, the box isn't a box anymore. It's a sarcophagus by tradition, not evidence. By the 20th century, the interpretation is airtight, even if the granite box wasn't. So after questioning the photographs, the broken edges, the vanishing fragments, and the neat little stories meant to explain them away, we're left with one stubborn, immovable fact. In the Great Pyramid sits a massive granite box. No lid, no mummy, no inscriptions, no proof. Everything else is interpretation. A story repeated so many times, people forgot it was a guess. So here's the final question in this cold case. What if the world's most iconic tomb is just a box? And if this was truly a tomb, why does everything inside the chamber appear to be engineered for something else?